What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Zooko, and today I'm giving you part 2 for Spider-Man. Basically making Spider-Man the most explosive character in the game for burst damage, so let's get straight into it. If you watched my first one, then you learned about how your E works, how it takes the property of the moment you click the button, and this is good for like displacement of people, like so. Nuke this, so like this, right? Put a debuff, bring them to you, detonate, debuff, detonate, and this is pretty good damage. Also other things like just, doing like this, right? Those little basic little B&Bs and stuff like that. So cool deal. If you want to go watch that first one and learn a bunch of combos, hurt tanks and stuff like that, that was cool. But we're going to basically build off of that, and now I'm going to give you guys actual guaranteed damage that is much better at exploding. And now you don't want to play a Black Panther at all, you want to play a Spider-Man. Spider-Man is now insane. So let's get into it. So everyone's been basically doing F into melee, which is the right way to do it, or F into web shooter, which is the wrong way to do it, or F into E if they're a weirdo. All of those are trash, so forget all of that. Let's actually do it the right way now. So you can actually cancel your F into your left shift, you can cancel your left shift into your web shooter, and you can cancel your left shift into your E, and you can cancel your left shift into your F. So what does this mean for you? This means that now you have new combo routes of F, left shift, right click, and it'll look like that. This allows for you to basically detonate and immediately put another one on them for you to detonate again. Remember how we talked about how you can take the property of your E being like they have the debuff on them, but you bring them to you. This is very aggressive play, so let's basically build off of that. So one thing that you can do is you can actually do this, and you can still actually get your E, because again, it matters whenever you click your E, not off of what the property was. So technically you shouldn't be able to bring yourself to them for an extra bit of damage. You should have to do this version of your E, right? Now both of these do damage, right? So that's cool. See, this does damage, and then this one does damage, but notice how this one does much more damage than the other one would. So you want to keep that kind of on, right? Because it allows for you to bring yourself to them and do more damage. Now, because your F animation cancels into your left shift, guess what also cancels into your left shift? This as well. So this opens up left shift, right click. So what does this mean for you? This means that now you can do this F to uppercut straight into another one of these left shift right clicks. So it'll look like this. As you can see, that's guaranteed since the upper trajectory is guaranteed. There's not any character that I've experienced that can actually do any sort of movement ability that's fast enough to stop this. That's a guaranteed hit. Now you can always lead this up into your overhead. Now remember how, because we just put another E on them, we can now detonate and then grapple onto them again. This allows for us to do a lot of damage. This will kill all characters that are 300 health and under. Black Panther will have just enough, but if you do the actual land, this is good. Now this is also an option select, because if you miss this, you can still just grapple onto them and then do your actual regular combo of 1-2-1. This is giving you a huge safety net. Now your hitbox on your overhead is very generous. You just have to be somewhat on the same playing field. As you can see, it's a very generous one, so it's very easy to hit, and it's also easy to animation cancel it off. So you can also do it off your regular melees like this as well, but your third one is very easy to do it off of, like so, right? So once you learn these little touches here, you'll be able to get yourself a lot of damage out of this character that is a lot much more guaranteed. But remember, anytime you do land this, you can also just go into your left shift, right? You want to actually land the hit, left shift, right click. So you're going to want to basically do this like that. This allows for you to basically do some very mean damage in a very quick way. So bing, 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 right? You don't technically have to learn that one. That one's a little bit difficult, but if you want to, I would recommend mastering that. It'll look like this one more time. So that's pretty cool. Now you can always go straight into your F after that, but the easiest one to do would be something like this. You can do something like that as well, but another one that you could do is like this, and that'll always kill anyone in the game that is 300 and under. Even if they have some bonus health, it can go up to 325, so that's pretty nice. Hopefully you guys can follow along. Slow it down if you have to. There is 0.25. Moving on. This is really cool because this allows for you to basically go crazy with something like this. Bing, 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 right? Now let's say you just land this or you miss this one and you still want to bring yourself in, and now you're here, I think the best way to sort of play this after you do bring yourself to them is to do left shift, right click. I think that's the best way to play this now, because this is animation cancel straight into another explode. Now you might be saying to yourself, okay, well, what if, you know, they don't get the actual hit? So let's say you do this, you land this, you can just literally go straight into this and then put one of those bad boys on them and then go ahead and then try and detonate again. So you have kind of multiple different routes that you can use in order to do the most amount of damage possible. Now let's put my cooldowns on so you can see all of this in play. Right? So again, you kind of are going to be very, very aggressive with this character now. So even if you do something like this, bing, 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 right? These are all very effective ways to sort of, you know, kind of bring yourself in a good spot. If you have a detonator on them, bing, bing, bing. It's also a good animation cancel. So you can literally just do this, right? So you have multiple different options of kind of routes that you can do, and I would highly recommend you experiment with all of these and you just figure out the one that works the best for you. Now if I wanted to go ahead and show you guys this in a more optimal way, hold on, let me reset the cooldowns really quick. So it'll look like this, right? Pretty cool. Now if you don't, again, want to do that, you can always do your E, left shift, right click. So you can do like this, bing, and then go into your F as well. But if you wanted to do it this way, this also nuke them. Alright, so this is all nuke combos. Everyone's going to die from this, but I'm just giving you more routes. So yeah, and that's pretty much that sort of like feeling there. You pretty much do it however you want, right? Now this is nasty because this allows for you to basically nuke tanks like much more consistently. So to show you the basic one here, just this old one here, bing, bing, beep, bing, bing, beep, bing, bing, right? So that's one of your little combo routes. I would highly recommend you just do the regular one here. I think that's your best boy there. Remember how we talked about this, right? Well, doing this into this is not exactly a guaranteed hit, but it is something that you can do that is very explosive, because the hitbox on it makes it to where most people can't get out of this unless they have some sort of like iframe sort of ability or something like that. But a lot of the times if you pull them to you or you bring yourself to them, they can kind of like do movement in the process of that. This basically allows for you to kind of animation cancel this as well. So to show you what this will look like, you're basically going to be doing this here, doing this, right? So that's right click E. If you do it fast enough, it'll bring them to you. In the process of you bringing them to you, you also want to do left shift F. This will allow for you to animation cancel this E pull, which allows for you to immediately go into this F. It'll look like this, right? So while they're still being pulled to you, you guarantee that hit. And again, that F into left shift that into this all together. Much more explosive, much faster, guaranteed. Now it's scary, fastest way possible. And the most beautiful thing about this is that if you miss, it leads straight into your option select, so you can just grapple straight for the E again. That's everything that I have here for you guys, man. It's your boy Zooko. Hope you guys enjoyed this new little combo routes for Spider-Man. We're out. You're now the most scary burst DPS character in the game. Peace.